I kind of like that name. Volume.
Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. We're going to be going over my second month progression for Marvel Snap. So, why don't you hit that like button and let's talk about it. All right, so the most important thing, I think the first thing we're going to dive into is the season. So, the big difference between this season and last season is how much playtime I put into Marvel Snap. Now, the season ends in 6 days, but I don't think I'm going to be able to finish the Battle Pass. For with the Weapon X Pass, I actually completed the full thing through. So that kind of tells you my play progression. Though to be fair, we still have these to do, which might boost up my season, like my season score for my pass quite a bit. My pass levels quite a bit. But I did manage to finish Weapon X's completely. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this one completely. It should be relatively close, but I definitely have played a lot less this month due to it being the season of dragons. It's not that the season was bad, it just wasn't my preference. Nothing really excited me that's released this month. Out of like the new seasonal stuff, for example, like nothing really was like, wow, I want those cards. You know, Lockheed's cool. Iron Fist is cool. Fing Fang Boom, wasn't interested in, but I accidentally pulled them. And then Master Rings, nothing really really was pulling me into like grind for those cards, right? I like the last month. I like the last season's cards. Like I liked Weapon. I like the Phantom X was cool, not because it's good, just because I liked them. I did get Chamber and Maverick. There's just a lot of powerful cards from last month, which are still very strong. To be fair, when I pulled Chamber, when I pulled Maverick, when I pulled Fing Fang Boom, it's because I spent 5,000 coins to try to like snipe out Phantom X here, and I ended up getting him here anyway out of the daily. So I don't want to say I wasted my coins because I think Maverick and like Chamber and are really cool. Fing Fang Boom, I don't really care about him that much. I think he's strong, but I don't really care about him that much. I think he's the only one I could care less about. Chamber and Maverick, I'll take though. Those are cool cards, right? So, progression. 7 cards left to go out of my seasonal 3 set. 57 cards to go out of my series 4 set. 111 cards to go out of my series 5 set. Now, that is not including my 4 cards left from the seasonal bundle, which will get put into, I assume, the series 4 anyway. And then, of course, 5 cards that I'm missing out of the series 5 collector pack that I will eventually get rotated into the series 5 pack. When it comes to my thought process and how I've been playing my collector tokens, it's relatively a straightforward and simple answer. If you're trying to hunt something that is a series 5 card, it is best to have patience and straight up buy it from this. If there are multiple cards that you like from the series seasonal pack, like this, you could. I'm a victim of this. You could attempt to try to snipe it out of this because it's a lot smaller of a bundle, and there's a decent chance that you have a 1 out of 7 chance, 1 out of 8 chance to snipe it. That happened with me last season with the Series 4 pack. I ended up sniping Marrow out of this on my first try. It was like a 1 in 7 chance, and I managed to pull her. I was not as lucky with Phantom X out of this pack. I went in 3 times. The first time I pulled, I got Maverick. The second time I pulled, I got Fing Fang Foom. And then the third time I pulled, I got Chamber. I did not get Phantom X out of this pack. I fumbled it 3 times. Though, that being said, Maverick's super good. Not mad I got him. And so is Chamber. I think Chamber's a cool card. I'm not sure how good he is, but he's a cool card, which is all that matters to me. The only card that I pull out of this that I didn't really care about was Fing Fang Foom. But now I have him if I ever decide to use that weird fish dragon. The only card in this that I really, really want like now is like Lockheed, but I don't really want to gamble into it because I don't want Iron Fist and I don't want Master Rings. I think Master Rings is cool, but like I don't really want him that bad. I don't really want Weapon H. Nora could be cool, I guess, in theory. But like Lockheed would be the only one I really do want on it. Like quotation, like not really. I'd like to get him, but I don't need him. Kitty Pride is cool, so it would be kind of cool to get him to pair with her. I think it'd be fun. So the seasonal series 5, there's nothing in there that I'm desperate for, is what I'm trying to say. So there's no reason for me to snipe this. Where with Phantom X, I really wanted him, so I was trying to go for that 1 and 8. Failed it. 1 and 7. Failed it. 1 and 6. Failed it. So it is just better to just wait for your 100 plus cards to roll. Eventually, you'll get the one you're looking for. It just takes some time. Like, my next card that I'm looking for is Diamondback and Luna Snow. So whenever they come here, I'll just pin them, and I'll buy them when I can afford it. I don't really buy cards from Series 4 or 3. There's no point. You could probably argue Series 4 is an okay one to purchase, maybe. But, like, honestly, you do really want to pinpoint focus your Series 5. Don't do Series 3. No point. You'll get through it eventually. Unless you really are, like, down bad for a card. Even then, I can't really, like, justify it. Series 4, I can justify a little bit because there were some really strong cards in Series 4, like Elsa Bloodstone. So that's a little bit more forgivable. So I personally just would focus on Series 5 on your dailies, and try your best to ignore Series 4 and 3 unless, like, there's a key card that completes your deck, right? And most time there's substitutes for those cards unless you're head pool or whatever it is you're looking for. So yeah, progression. It's slow. Well, it feels slow. At times it feels nice, but for the most part, it feels pretty slow. 2,435 in 2 months, I think, is pretty solid, though. It means I've been consistent hitting at least 1,000 points a month. I only buy Battle Pass and I only buy Gold Pass, so I'm not overspending. That being said, if they rolled a bundle in this shop, like, for example, this is a $30 bundle, I'm pretty sure it's just lagged out. If it was like Luna Snow or Diamondback and I liked the variant version of it, I would consider buying it for cards that I want to go for, but that would save me 6,000 collector tokens. However, there has not been a single pack in here for me that I've been wanting, so I have not needed to spend those, thankfully. So yeah, don't need to spend money on those type of packs when they're overpriced. I'm mostly focused on season packs because those are really nice for limited time cards that will eventually get put into the rotation. Also, the reward track is really solid. And Gold Pass, which helps me transfer into collector coins or decent 3,000 purchasable packs at times. I don't buy Token Tuesday, not worth it. So yeah, Gold Pass is pretty okay. So yeah, let's talk about decks. All right, so my first month of playing, it was all about the Destroy deck, which is really good. I still think this is a solid deck, though this month it's been kind of a not the flavor of the month. It's been the more broken dragon decks. My flavor of the month, personally, because I just ended up building this literally like yesterday, which is the end of my second month. But this deck is so fun. Phantom X is awesome. I wish he was stronger. I wish he was better. But he's a fun card, which is what matters. He's a really cool character. When it comes to Phantom X, my opinions on him, I have a video on him talking about him, how good I think he is. I think he still needs some buffs, but I think he's fun. The thing that I got really impressed with, though, with the Phantom X deck is that I nearly beat Infinity Conquest with it. I was literally on my last game to getting the frame. I was so close to getting this frame. I was literally on my last game. I literally was up all my cubes, and the opponent was down to the last 2 cubes. I got so unlucky with what I was fighting. So I won the initial 8 snap cubes because they were really aggressive about it, and I had a really solid like hand until I saw that last turn. They played a Man Spider that ended up being a 280 powered Man Spider, and fortunately I took the turn first. Ended up sniping it with Gambit, and they Zola'd nothing, and I won those 8 cubes in return. But it kind of spiraled out of control, and there was a game that I was about to win. If the Wolverine would have landed on the left spot instead of the right spot, I would have won the game. But Wolverine fumbled, and I did not end up getting this cool avatar, which is all right. Eventually, I will get it. The fact that I almost got there with Phantom X tells me that you can definitely play things and play your own style, and you don't have to follow the meta. In that you could hit infinity and go for like rewards and whatnot, not just following what the meta is. That way, it's not as stale for you. Because in my opinion, this season has been quite stale, so that's pretty cool. Well, that's not cool. It's kind of whatever. Like, hopefully next season is a lot more fun. This season for me personally hasn't been the most exciting. I haven't played nearly as much as I did my first month, and that's because the season wasn't really interesting to me. It's not a bad season. It's just I didn't really care about the dragons. But I got Phantom X. I got to build a new deck, and it's been fun since then. So it was like 26 days of like, this season kind of sucks. To like where I am now, where I'm like, oh, I got a new card, I can play a new deck, right? Because your deck progression is pretty like, building decks takes a minute. It really does, because you need Series 5 cards to really complete your decks. The next card that I plan on building a deck around is probably going to be Chamber. I think Chamber is really cool. I don't know how good his decks are. I'm gonna experiment with some decks and see if I can get him going. I think he sounds good in concept. I don't know if you should build a deck exclusively around this guy, or if you just slap him in if you have a lot of 5 to 6 power cost cards in your deck. I think that's the better way of playing him, is you build a deck. If you have like a bunch of 5 and 6 power cards for whatever reason, then you slap him in, because he's gonna be like a 11 power card at the end of the day if you play your deck properly. I feel like you can get him to pretty high levels of power, especially if Maverick. I feel like he could be pretty good. Which Maverick is really good too. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with my next deck. I think Chamber is what I'm going to go into after I finish Phantom X's deck, but maybe something really cool drops next month and I change my mind and I, snipe a seasonal series card out of the rotation if there's something that's really interesting and really fun there. We'll see. I don't know what next month's going to be. I believe it's Guardians based, so I'm pretty sure Star-Lord should be the Battle Pass card. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. I don't really look into leaked information too much. I just know a little bit like what it could be. We'll see. If it is Star-Lord stuff, then that's great. That means the March stuff should be Apocalypse stuff. And I'm looking for that. I'm looking forward to that new Gambit, if that's the case. That new Gambit's going to be my favorite card, hopefully. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. I don't really have any massive tips to give those new players. Collect your tokens. Focus your daily rotation of Series 5 cards with your tokens, unless there's multiple things in the seasonal series packs 5 that you really want. Like, if there's a bunch of cards in this pack that you want, do it. It is better to try a 1 out of 7 than a 1 out of 100 and something. So I will say that. And also, it's 5,000 instead of 6,000, which is nice. So there's that on top of it. It's just, eventually your card will roll into this daily rotation and you'll be able to just get it. It takes a while anyway to get these collector coins because they're so spaced out. So it's going to take a while anyway to like gain this currency. So don't stress it. Build slowly. It's all right. It's all good. Maybe there'll be something new that drops that you want more from the seasonal stuff. It just depends. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And yeah, let me know how you guys are grinding or how far you're into your grind. Sorry I haven't been live streaming a lot this month. It's just this season has not really interested in me that much. So I've been kind of playing on my own and making videos here and there. And kind of just like, I'm still grinding. I'm still making videos. It's just, man, I need the season to end. I want the season to end. It's just not fun for new players. In my opinion, it's just not a new player friendly season. I know there's gonna be content creators that argue otherwise, but man, I don't like this dragon. I don't. I think this dragon is an issue, and he needs to get nerfed a little bit because he just makes the game less fun, especially for someone that likes using magic. Because I like turn 7 games. This guy's a butthead. I hate him. Screw this guy. So yeah, I'll talk to you all later. Have fun. Peace.